I just saw a video. I did not watch it, but the title made me want to speak about something. The title of the video was saying something to the liking of America is not counting birthdays. This 250th nonsense they have going on. That's not speaking about birthdays because, first off, it's supposedly celebrating the 250th anniversary of when they decided to sign the Declaration of Independence. However, I want to be clear with you. That was a contractual agreement with an entity, okay? Whether that entity possessed somebody in the room and that person had all these other signatures, to boot, okay? There were multiple copies of the Declaration of Independence. And I'm going to tell you something that no one else is going to tell you. One of those Declaration of Independence copies was signed in blood. They had a vial of blood like you would have a vial of ink, and everyone signed their signature. But I'm not going to hurt your brain today. Before this, there were people walking around having free will. And I know you're thinking, well, dang, slavery, how much free will did they have? Well, when you give your power away, that's still free will. You had free will to give your power away, and they had free will to take advantage of you. God won't intervene on either behalf. God starts intervening. There is intercession when people are unknowingly coming into alliance with certain things. That's why people are like, well, why did God let slavery happen so long? They came into agreement with it. There was nothing God could do. They used their free will. They weren't, and then they didn't even call out to God for the help. I mean, the ones that did, sure, they got, to freedom, and, they prayed for their children and so on and so such, la, la, la. But no, a lot of them were too fearful to believe that they could even call out for God's help because they had been trained that they weren't able to do that. Anyway, the Americas, if you pay attention to July the 4th, 1776, and you take that 1 and put it behind that 6 and you add it, that's 777, right? And if you go back, the summer solstice of 1776 was on June the 20th. If you count 14 days from June the 20th, you will land on July the 4th. Why would they have done that? Well, the summer solstice spiritually is a time of enlightenment. It's the actual time of enlightenment for the year. It's not the new year. It's not the end of the year. It's the summer solstice. That is literally a time, 4 o'clock, of shedding light on what is being done in the dark. So they waited 14 days after to do some of the darkest bullshit that we're still trying to currently overcome. It's not a birthday.